Everyone, welcome back to another episode of Chalk Talk. And if you've never been here before, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us again. And if you're new, welcome to the show.
Thanks for clicking. But to get right into things, so for the people who clicked, and if you're still here, if you haven't been bored by the last 7 seconds, today we're going over AMC shareholders vote against CEO Adam Aron's $23.7 million pay package, along with other people of the executive board, I guess I would say. But yeah, that's what we're going to go over, and quickly go over maybe just a quick update about their stock towards the end of the video.
But, yeah. I mean, it said that the shareholders yet again voted against the compensation package proposed for its executive officers, including Adam Aron, according to a Securities Exchange filing on Thursday. So this article is from the 9th. So this past Thursday.
Yeah. So there was a vote. I forget how long ago they sent that out to AMC shareholders. I want to say maybe 3 weeks ago or so. They had shareholders, as you just read, vote for mostly it was things having to do with the board people in the executive positions, like Adam Aron, and then also the CFO, Chief Financial Officer. His name is Sean Goodman. So, a lot of people are kind of annoyed, especially retail investors.
Just overall. They've been just overall annoyed about what's going on. And they're like, if we can't get our money, you can't get yours. So I think that's pretty telling. The sentiment for or against Adam Aron, especially at this point.
Yeah. So just to go over a quick number, Adam Aron received $23.7 million in 2022, which was up 25% from $18.9 million in 2021. 2021 for AMC was horrible. Stock-wise, it was great. Company-wise, it was still horrible. They were still having negative earnings. Retail investors got them out of there 2020, 2021, into 2022. And I just don't understand. Okay. It's normal to get paid millions of dollars when you are in charge and you're on the executive board for publicly traded stocks and just any company in general that's evaluated into the billions of dollars. Usually salaries for the top end, it's in the millions. But why are you getting 20 to 25% raises
when the company is struggling?
When the company is in a crap ton of debt and hasn't had a positive earnings in almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Then you go ahead and you do a 40 million share offering to raise $325 million after a 10-to-1 reverse split. Then you have the greatest third quarter earnings in the history of the AMC, 103 years. I almost swore. 103 years. And then the next day you wake up because what, are you angry? Because people said, no, they don't want to pay you another $30 million for what? So you wake up the next day without even announcing during the earnings report, and everybody the next day, shareholders get destroyed 25, 30%. The day after the best third quarter earnings, you do a 35% of $1 billion share offering at $10 after a 10-to-1 split, and then selling 40 million shares within 2 months. What are you doing with the money? Making chocolate candies and popcorn? You need 1.1. Why aren't you paying off the debt? Why aren't I hearing about a future dividend in maybe 2 or 3 quarters? Why do you need $1.1 billion in cash? Okay, great for the company. Yeah, we're in debt. 1.1 billion. Cool. Positive earnings, great. Why do you need $30 million? And why does your CFO need another $8 million? The company's in debt, and you guys, the best thing you can come up with is chocolate candies?
Hey, they need to beat inflation with their salaries, I guess. I don't know. This is
it's good they're coming I'm sorry. It's good they're coming up with other streams of revenue and suites. I get it. It's a movie theater company. There's only so many things you can do. So it's like, all right, great. We're gonna get into Amazon. We're gonna get into Walmart. We're gonna sell popcorn. We're gonna sell alcohol. We're gonna sell wine, beer. They're gonna sell chocolate candies and chocolate this and chocolate that. But a reverse split and two offerings in 2 months, and you want a $30 million, 60% raise in 3 years? Sit down.
I don't know.
These guys need to get fired.
Speculation. It's speculation that it's speculation. No, but seriously, we don't know exactly why he did it, but that is a theory. And another theory is that he really is just trying to pay down debt. But as far as, raising your salary, it's a horrible time to have a vote about it. I mean, regardless about the vote or not.
Yeah. It would have been a different thing if they said, hey, we're going to do two offerings. We're going to spread them out within 60 days. It is what it is, but we're doing this for XYZ reasons. No. They just come out and they do two offerings back to back and destroy the stock, and stock drops off. What?
It does seem
$700 million in market cap after getting destroyed another 90% from the reverse split. You've destroyed the market cap. You've destroyed your shareholders. And what have you done? Have you announced that the balance sheet has improved in the last dramatically? Has it dramatically improved? I mean, yeah, they had great earnings and they had $1.45 billion in revenue. But with the reverse split in these two offerings, what are you doing with all of that? Where did the market cap go?
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows what's going on in his head? But it does seem like retaliation. It does kind of come off as that way if you want to look at it that way. But I think the whole voting against the compensation package, I mean, even the article says these votes are non-binding and therefore do not carry any financial ramifications, but may show that some investors are not happy with the compensation packages or perhaps with management. So I'm like, it's just a sentiment feel. It's just a sentiment measure. That's what the vote was for, because regardless of what people voted, he was still going to get the raise. That's my understanding. That's what it makes it seem like. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but anywho, I don't know. It none of it was announced. None of it was justified. Like, okay, yeah, it's great. We're in debt. AMC's in debt. Cool. We got to do an offering because
we haven't seen the balance sheet yet since the last earnings, so we don't know what's going. We really are in the dark. Everybody's in the dark.
I read it like everything else, like revenue, net margins, la la la. But yeah, like the balance sheet specifically, like have their liabilities dropped off at all? I haven't seen that. But I don't know. They're literally destroying the stock. They're destroying their shareholders.
Destroying it? I feel like it's a bit of a stretch. I mean, 350 million. The stock is down 90%. Yeah, right now. So
if you held stock in August,
yes,
and you didn't buy since August, you're probably down 90%.
I'm down a significant amount.
There are people who have $95 averages.
That's crazy. But
$60.
Listen, what did we talk about last time? We talked about those wrap tokens. Remember the AMC wrap tokens or whatever, or AMC wrapped shares? I don't know, whatever. Yeah. But those were in the trillions. So like a 350 million stock offering, like if that turns out to be true and they dump 350 million stock offering on the market, it's not going to do much of anything. It's going to dip because of the sentiment and the fear and people feeling like it's a good time to short, and then it's going to go back and stabilize. I think it could run up again, a few dollars back to 10. But I forgot what I was about to say in addition to that. But yeah, I don't know. So I'm just gonna monitor what's gonna happen, because once those shares hit the market, it'll be a good time to buy in, and then it's gonna go back up anyway. If this whole, naked shorting, counterfeiting in the trillions of shares thing is correct, it's just not enough to do any like real damage other than maybe raise capital and cause turbulence in the short term.
He literally could have sold Ape at like $7 and wiped away the company debt and brought just AMC back. No Ape.
I don't think they're worried about paying down debt too aggressively right now. I think they're like, invest here, invest here, invest here, even though they're afraid of the debt, and they're trying to have what did I can't remember what he said, aggressive, or they want a good amount of cash balance, cash on hand. So I'm not sure what they're like. It feels like doomsday. It kind of feels like a doomsday prep.
Now they have slightly over $1 billion. So
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, last time they did that, I forget where the stock landed after the 40 million share offering. I think it was around when they did the 40 million. I want to say it was in the $8 range somewhere.
When did Adam Aron come out and was like, hey, he literally told retail investors not to jump into the stock because it was going to be, volatile.
Yeah.
Remember he said that? He was like, oh, things are going to be crazy for a while. And people are like, what are you talking about? But with like a shorter and people may not remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Not that that's an excuse, but it was a form of foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Like, so.
I mean, hey, if they want to buy another like 30% in Hinecroft mining.
You said they did, or they might?
I'm saying then I could make sense. Oh, you have $1 billion in cash, and you buy like the remaining Highcroft Mining. It's a tiny market cap, that company. Like literally could drop like $35 million and buy the remaining shares.
Yeah, and I mean, if they're still trying to hedge for a recession, I guess gold is like it's something good to get into when you want to, protect your money somewhere. But I don't know. Yeah. It's just shady. It's shady, Adam Aron. You should have said something. You should have if it was like I forgot to mention it type of thing, you should have announced something before doing it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
he tweets a lot, so it could have been a tweet, at least a tweet.
Why not mention like, hey, we're gonna do a $350 million share offering during the earnings call? Literally 12 hours, 14 hours, 14, 15 hours before. It wasn't like it was a week or 2 weeks or a month. It was like earnings call. Next morning, 350 million share offering.
Yeah. I just feel like I can't get too excited. That's my thought process now, because I like to get excited, unfortunately. But I can't get too excited because I'm not there with the books. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what he's thinking. I just don't like the transparency. You should be transparent with your shareholders, because they're literally what's holding up your company. And if you're just going to go upsetting a bunch of people instantaneously, then he's probably planning to exit the company anyway. I'm pretty sure we read an article where he was like, I can't remember. I don't want to just throw things out that's not true, but I'm pretty sure he's not in there for much longer. I think he might retire with AMC or something.
I hope they get rid of like the top like 3 and just completely, and they get a CEO that's younger than like 50.
I mean, age doesn't always necessarily dictate wisdom.
No, it's not. No, it's not. But I just mean in the sense of like when you're looking towards turning a company around, again, not that age is super important, but in the sense of usually younger people will have different ideas or more like current, up-to-date than a 71-year-old would be like, hey, what is like the 14-year-olds that all like the youngest kids that go to see movies up to like the people my age? You probably only have more of a sense of people like within 10 or 15 years, like, oh, 55 to 70. I don't know. I just feel like if you had someone a little younger, again, it doesn't have to be like a specific age, but someone like who's had experience in leading a company for 10, 15 years, and they're maybe a little younger and they can stay in the position for a good 10 years to come and still have like new, fresh ideas, but with some experience. Someone who's like 45, 50, 55. I don't know. I'm not saying, again, age isn't like super important thing, but I guess when it comes to being like, hey, maybe we can pivot with AMC or add like these other things. I mean, it's good what they're doing with but like, come on, really? Like, are you gonna turn around like $5 billion in debt with like popcorn and like chocolate candy? It's a good idea. It's gonna bring in more revenue, but like, is it really gonna? I don't know. I mean, it's good that like we're seeing these increasing numbers in movies, but that's not like anything. I don't think that like AMC execs are like pulling in like, oh yeah, look at all these people we pulled in. No, there's just good movies, and more people are coming back to the movies since COVID is slowly becoming more of a memory.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they could announce freaking Monday, hey, we bought the remaining 35% of Hinecroft Mining, or who knows? I don't know. But they have $1 billion, and if they don't do anything like interesting in the next month, I'd be very angry if I was an AMC shareholder.
I mean, you are an AMC shareholder. I'm an AMC shareholder.
Well, I'm also speaking in general.
Oh, I see. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna wait to see what happens. Either way, if the stock goes low, I'm gonna buy low because the market cap's gonna bounce back eventually. So the shares have value regardless. Regardless, the shares have value.
Yeah, literally, it was a $13 billion market cap before Ape existed. It's 1.59. You just erased $11 billion of market cap.
Yeah.
With no value back. What have you got other than destroyed if you've owned the stock for more than 3 months?
Yeah.
Unless you bought the stock in the last 3 days, you've been destroyed.
Well, I'm sure Adam also has advisors on the panel, so it's a group of them, but he has to take the brunt of the pushback.
They need to announce, they need to announce like future plans with this cash. I mean, yeah, you should have cash on hand, but like there's more than one account in a movie theater chain and in general in every business. Like, okay, that's great. We're building cash reserves. For what?
For something, maybe for litigation. I don't know, because it could be coming from the shareholders. I don't know. More litigation from the shareholders.
Yeah, Friday. Friday. Just to talk about the stock real quick. Friday, there's just a lot of fear left in the stock. We saw a low of 784 and a high of 845. It closed, ironically, at 801.
The battle for 801.
With after hours, it closed. Where are my AH numbers? I think it was like 784. It was sub $8. But yeah, after hours, it's gonna be 30. Oh, come on, Apple. Why do you struggle?
Apple is struggling lately.
Yeah. Anywho, yeah, I believe after hours was like 784. But yeah, it closed at 801. After tumbling from a high of, I think it was 11, we saw 1111.
Yeah, it was like 11 something.
Make a wish. Yeah, I think that was that after hours pop. It was that after hours pop. The stock kind of was like going crazy back and forth. It went all the way down from like 960 up to like 1111. But before earnings, they saw like it was like a little pump. It went from the stock had like a little downtrend for a little bit. We saw 908, a run to 1087, and then a pre-earnings pump to 1143, and then it proceeded to fall off the cliff and go down to 784. Yeah, after hours is 796.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I'm I'm interested to see what happens next week on Monday and Tuesday.
I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take, but obviously, in my opinion, the stock is going to recover. I'd say it's going to go back up to test those $11. If it finds support, I was watching a video. What's his name again? I always mess up the name. Ron Cab. What is it? Hey guys, welcome to the guy with the deep voice.
I don't know.
Oh, welcome
I don't know how to say his name. Rosh.
Yeah. Anywho, he seems to think there's a support. What's it called? The stock has already seen, I guess you would say, like priced in the $350 million share offering.
Mm-hmm.
But he's saying it's just like continued fare, and probably we could see a support at like 750, and then the stock probably will start recovering.
Okay.
But yeah,
that's AMC. We're running out of time here.
That's it. Anytime we talk about AMC, Apple, we usually rant. And
I know
Tesla.
it's because we got the energy. We're interested in this, and so
AMC, Apple, and Tesla, we rant. But anywho, that's that. That's the vote on exact salaries, and yeah,
easy swing. Whoever swings this is easy swing.
Oh yeah, no financial advice, but yeah, easy $3 swing if you're patient. Could be a week, 2 or 3 weeks. Who knows?
Maybe. I'm gonna say around 1 to 2 weeks. Yeah,
usually AMC recovers after like 4 days, 5 maybe late this week. But anyways, that's that. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. Please like, share, and subscribe. And
thank you.
Our tiny, teeny, little growing channel. See you in the next one. Take care. Stay safe.
Bye. I don't know how to make this light not like. There's a light in my eye. What are you staring at? You look like you're staring at aliens in space.
I literally slipped out into some random alternate universe where someone was robbing my house.
It's a baby bottle pop, baby bottle pop. You ready to start? Are you ready to start, friend?
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, I have cough drops on hand, water ready to go, tissue at my disposal.
But anyways, ready?
Yes.
I'm gonna start this.
Okay, thank you.
3, 2, 1.